Go ahead, Ryan.
My first question for you: you're approaching the final month of the regular season. Just at this point, how would you describe how everything has transpired thus far?
How what?
How would you describe how everything has played out so far as you guys approach the final month of the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've made good progress and put ourselves in pretty good position uh, going into February. I thought we fought back after some tough losses early on in conference play, but you know, for being February 1st, I guess I think we're in pretty good shape.
Um, Goodness. You guys have been shooting the ball a little bit better from three. What do you think has caused that? Do you think getting inside has helped
Yeah.
you there, just getting better shots?
No, I think being at home has helped. Having some home games and being able to get some consistency at home has helped. And I think we're just not turning the ball over. So we're getting in transition a little bit when we're not turning the ball over as much. We're getting some better shots.
And then I was just gonna ask about Patrick. When you recruited him, I mean, first off, like how did you find him? What did you like about him? And then did you think he would have the role he's had?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were looking for someone once we started getting to see who was staying, who was going. Um, you just kind of look into the portal and see who was there, and we were looking for someone that was experienced, that had played a lot, and that was looking for to come and just understand the role that he was going to play in. And Pat. I think Pat wanted to get his master's from the Maryland and also play the highest level. So he fit what we needed, and he fit what we fit what he needed. He fit what we needed.
So you think that he was doing it at that level that made you think it would? Because it's kind of a gamble when you're.
No, I mean I think when you watch film on transfers, you're looking at role and fit. So I mean, I think if we were bringing him to start, it wouldn't have been the thing. But we were looking for someone that could play 20 minutes at the 4 and 5, and I thought he fit that really well.
Coach, you've exhibited tremendous patience in my eyes with Donald Carey, and it's really starting to pay off. When he has any kind of a hot hand, it almost seems like the team is so much, what's the word, explosive and better. And obviously, that's why you had patience.
Yeah, I mean, I think patience and not having a ton of other options kind of gives you patience a little bit. But I mean, I've been a fan of Don. Don hasn't shot the ball well, but if you look at what Don's done on the defensive end, what he's done from spacing, what he's done from an assist-turnover ratio, he doesn't have a great assist-turnover ratio, but he doesn't have, for us, a bad one. So, I knew eventually he would start making shots.
Kevin, Indiana's won 5 straight. What jumps off the tape? What have you seen?
Yeah, Trace Jackson Davis. He's the best player in the country right now.
What makes him tough? Such a tough cover.
I don't think we have enough time. He's that good. I mean, they just post him up on the left block, and you got to try to stop him. And no one's figured it out. And I'll be honest, I haven't figured it out yet.
It's not a one-man game. What other things that
it-
they do concerns you?
It's a one-man game. I mean, he's that good. He's the best. I think he's more dominant than Zach Edey, and that's saying something. Because he gets everyone else shots. He's a willing passer. He's an unbelievable rebounder. He pushes the ball up in transition. He's really, really tough in the mid-post area. He's almost impossible if he posts up in the middle of the lane. He is an unbelievable shot blocker. He's a very, very good defender. I mean, I think over the last 5 games, he's scoring almost at an 82% clip on the right block. That's against the best defenses and the best coaches in college basketball. He's just, I mean, they have very good players top to bottom, but he is the best college basketball player right now.
I'll just follow up on that. So where's the key to like slowing down someone like Trace Jackson Davis? Like, do you throw a lot of double teams at him? Like, how do you try to slow him down when he's playing such a high level as he is right now?
I don't know, because I think what makes him tough, and you have to give credit to a kid. He's not just scoring on the block. Like, he'll get a rebound and push it, and he'll score in transition. if he's not getting the ball and you're double teaming him, he'll just go get offensive rebounds. So I think really what you have to understand is that a player like him is probably going to get what he gets. And you just got to make sure he doesn't distribute and do what he's been doing over the last 5 games, is making everybody on that roster really, really good. I mean, they're good players, but he is making them almost unstoppable with his play.
Coach, offensively, it seems like been a great willingness from your team lately to make the extra pass, to make sure if you have a good shot, you might be able to get a better one. Let's keep moving the ball. And then that seems to make everyone gets happy for that. Transfers to the defense. It's kind of an upward spiral. Has that been a product of just getting finally familiar with really what you want them to do offensively?
No, I think it's more. I think it's more these guys getting comfortable with the league. We were scoring 90 points, 85 points in the preseason, and I think the size, the overall size, I think took some of these guys a little bit of time to get used to, and I think they've kind of adjusted to the physicality. I think they've adjusted to the size, and I think they've gotten much more comfortable and more relaxed, and I think that's really helped just a general ball movement and the fact that they're just a little bit more back to being relaxed playing offense instead of just being in shock a little bit, which I think if you look at, really from the Tennessee game, UCLA and Michigan, I think that size was just kind of shook us a little bit. And I think, especially Jameer has gotten really used to just the size of the league. And I think since he's gotten comfortable, we've gotten comfortable.
Hey, Coach. Of course, you guys have one more home game tomorrow, but looking ahead, how do you translate how well you guys perform at home to the road?
86% of all college basketball games are won at home. It's really hard to win on the road. And in this conference, it's with the way home court advantages are, the way the students are, and as good as players are, it's really hard to win on the road. You got to play really well to win on the road. I watched the game yesterday. Michigan, Penn State. Michigan's a really good basketball team. Penn State was up 37 at home. I mean, Penn State's really good, but it's hard to win on the road. And I think it's somewhere 86%, 84%. I forget what this year's numbers are for the power conferences. It's 84% of all games are won at home. So you really have to play well at home and take care of home because it's really hard to win on the road.
And just a question about Jahari. Of course, I know you have history with him at Seton Hall. Can you just talk about your relationship with him? And how do you think he's performed, in relieving Jameer?
Yeah, I mean, Jahari's one of my favorite players of all time just because he's such a great young man. He's a great teammate. The guys love him. The staff loves him. Everybody around the building just loves Jahari. I think he's doing really well coming off injury. I think it takes a year. The first year back from injury, I think, is really tough. And I think transferring, new conference, even though he's used to me, new teammates, I think he's performed really well.
Kevin, just playing Indiana tomorrow, kind of a offbeat question, but you were at Louisville when Maryland and Indiana played in the national title game. What were your, hopefully my Googling was right, what were your memories of that title game now that your team is matching up against Indiana? Just, thinking back, do you have any memories from Maryland playing Indiana?
No.
Okay, no, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, I was just curious.
What year is that?
02.
Yeah. No, I mean, I hate to say this.
No, go ahead.
Most college coaches, once your season's over, you really stop caring about who wins the games and you go on vacation.
Yeah.
So I hate to say this, I probably didn't even watch the game.
Wasn't a great
Especially
game,
working for Rick
honestly.
Pitino. You really went on vacation when you could, and he always went on vacation. So when he went on vacation, we really went on vacation.
Cool. No, honest answer.
Kevin, after the early schedule that you guys had, especially in the conference, how important has this last week been for you guys to get home and reset midway through the league
Yeah,
season?
I just think it's been good not traveling. I think it's been good for the kids just because they've been sleeping in their beds and probably normal sleep patterns. I would guess, going to bed at 1 instead of 4 when you travel. So I think just being at home, being able to lift, being able to get treatment, it's made a difference. All right, thank you, everybody.